Mr. President, welcome to the media. Welcome to Nimba County as well. About this structure, my name is Theophilus from Cool FM. What is your impression? I know you said a lot in your speech.
Very much impressed. Not only impressed, this had always been my wish and a desire to see our army well respected, dignified, give them the best so that they can put in their best. I'm very proud of this.
I know you want the best from all of your ministers, but from your perspective, is the defense minister actually working, sir?
And she right here, you want me you want me to greet her here?
Yes, I want you to greet her here.
They are doing excellent job, very well. I'm very proud of our army.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No question. No question. All right. Okay. No question.
Yeah, so
All right, thank you.
I want to ask you last question. Welcome to Nima, your Excellency. My name is Shalom Gono. I report William Forces newspaper. So, your presence in Nima with the dedication of the barracks, how does it intend to provide security for the entire population of Liberia?
It is in place that our army is located every part of this country for the security of the county and to make sure that you feel part of your army as part of the community to provide services that it's supposed to do. And this is the purpose of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You listen to the President, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, making remarks.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. President, welcome to the media. Welcome to Nimba County as well.
Without prior notice. According to the police officer, they came here by the order of the IG, the Inspector General of Police of the Liberian National Police. And the IG was being hinted by the bishop to do all of these things. And we believe it. So we shouldn't go to the church to worship God. What kind of bishop is that? How did he become bishop of our church? You see, in this country, we have had issue with making decisions when it comes to leadership. I think this is just one. Because there is nowhere on earth that a bishop, man who calls himself the head of a church, will behave in such a manner. We call him, he refused to come. He goes there and lies to the people the same way he lied to us. But you know what? We pray to God. We ask God that we want for God to answer his prayer. As contained in the video that he made, that people made. He said, God must punish him. In fact, the people should take cutlass and run after him. By the time they have been from married to John Brown, man, married woman, God must punish him. We are asking God. You know, God is slow nowadays. Why is he still there? The Ananias and Sophia, he would not have been anywhere around here. Because that video is there. It's there, you know. Go on the social media, everywhere, you know, you will see it. He said that. So why is he has betrayed the church? He has misled the church, and we are disappointed. We do not trust him. Let him recall his pastor. Let him bring our property, our cars, our office key, leave our house, and go from their church to officiate gay marriage. We disagree to that. So I am one person who will stay for this thing. The church will stay for it because we want for the record to be there tomorrow so our children can see it and judge our decision.
Sir, can I ask you, when did you notice that the police IG was instructed by the bishop to lock the church?
According to the police officer there this morning, I came here and I attempted entering the church. He said, no, you cannot enter here. I said, I'm a worshiper, a member of this church. I've come to go in there and worship. Why are you preventing me? He said the IG instructed us. According to him, the bishop has asked him to lock this place because the bishop is the head of the church in Liberia. That's what he told me. I'm quoting the police officer. And I'm not the only person that he told. He told almost all these people.
So, folks, we are here this morning at the ST Language Church. and you see a lot of church worshippers are here, and they are outside of the fence. And as you can see, many of them have been stopped by the police. And according to the members of the ST Language Church, they were instructed by the police IG that no one should enter this premises today to worship God. And they are here protesting that they want to enter by all costs. And you can see, you listen to some of them. They are out here, and the church members are still coming this morning. And it's a very tense situation here this morning. No one is allowed to enter this church. This is the ST Language Church, one of the oldest Methodist church in Liberia, founded 1967, and it's around the Boulevard Palace. And the members of this church has been stopped this morning from entering this premises for worship. And I tell you, it's almost 10 o'clock. Right by now, they're supposed to be in service worshiping God, but unfortunately for them, when they came this morning, they said according to them, they met the police here, but the police are here currently, and they said the police were instructed by the police inspector general Gregory Coleman that no one should enter this church this morning for worship service. And as a matter of fact, they said they want to enter the church by fire, by force. So folks, you can see the church members are out here. In fact, they have started sharing food. They have started sharing food to eat this morning. They have started sharing food. You can see they are eating outside of the church compound. They are eating outside of the church compound. You say what?
Bishop want us to do man to man, woman to woman.
You cannot go.
Bishop want us to accept gay rights.
Finish eating, you can't finish. Yeah, check cross, cross, you can't finish. Yeah, finish, you can eat. She said Bishop want them to do man and man, woman and woman marriage. But I said she must finish eating before she come. So yeah, let's come to her. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, what's her name?
Frida Namwe.
Okay, finish eating first. Finish eating. So you listen to her. She said the bishop want them to do man and man marriage, woman and woman marriage, which is not acceptable under the Liberian law, according to her. So we will talk to a few of them here. You see, they are eating outside. The police have stopped them from entering the church to worship God. This is the ST Nangwe United Methodist Church. And this is the situation this morning. The situation this morning, they have been instructed not to worship in this church. This thing has been going on for a couple of times since last year, and it has reached this point, and this is happening at the ST Language Church this morning. My name is Theophilus. Yes, that's come. Sir?
When I enter, we will stay there.
Let me go to Bishop house to worship. They go and want to worship.
Now,
I will go there.
Can I talk to you?
Now, Bishop, what can you ask them? We're going to sing it.
What's your name?
Alisto.
Why were you stopped from worshiping in your church this morning?
Because they say we should bear our ass when enough for our friend. We want to kiss our butt.
You say?
For our friend, we want to suck up. The bishop, quiet your so-called bishop, boy, bishop. Bishop, quiet your boy, bishop.
Okay, so.
He said we must stop the gay right for men be getting married, woman get married, and we said no. That's why you like our church one.
So you listen to her. So let's. With.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. President, welcome to the media. Welcome to Nimba County as well. About this structure, my name is Theophilus from Cool FM. What is your impression? I know you said a lot in your speech.
Very much impressed. Not only impressed, this had always been my wish and I desired to see our army well respected, dignified, gave them the best so that they can put in their best. I'm very proud of this.
I know you want the best from all of your ministers, but from your perspective, is the defense minister actually working, sir?
And she right here, you want me to you want me to greet her here?
Yes, I want you to greet her. Here.
They are doing excellent job. Very well. I'm very proud of our army.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No question. No question. All right. Okay. No question.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
Okay, the last
I want to ask you last question. Welcome to Nima, your Excellency. My name is Shalom Gondo. I report William Forces newspaper. So, your presence in Nima with the dedication of the barracks, how does it intend to
This was a program. We have to just in case we get the information. So the taking with food because we be all the service now. Usually some program come with food for first service. That's why the choir members they come with the food for first service to eat.
Do you think it's a stigma on your church?
The bishop did the stigma long time. So many churches. This is not the first church. Bishop is trying a lot with all the churches. He's there in Ganta. Ganta booing in the church in Ganta booing have drove him up. We've been asking them, we've been so diplomatic. We want to get on the table and talk. We try to talk about it, but Bishop refused to come, so we are here. So that Bishop said in a comfort zone and be here, watch us live. We are here. He can't break us.
So let's try to talk to another person. What's her name?
I live in Singa, and I heard about this on the Facebook, so I decided to come to see I watch myself. So this is why I'm here. But I'm hearing other people are talking, so I want to say this at my concern in Liberia because what we've been praying for in the country is the issue of peace because we suffer so many years of war in the country and so many things were responsible for war fighting in the country. So when we see people disagree, having disconnection, confusion.
But you know the reason why the people are out here for.
I heard about the reason, and the reason is just a man getting sincere marriage that occurred in the church, and it brought my attention. And I'm a public figure. That is the reason why I came to speak according to my concern for the country, more especially. What we want to secure is the peace of the country. And I want to congratulate the police, the Liberia National Police, for gathering.
Do you think it was necessary for the bishop to lock the church?
If the bishop locked the church, I don't think it is bad.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And the police gallery here is not wrong.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's talk to sir. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Theophilus. What's your name?
I'm Alpheus Davis.
Okay. Members of this church, right?
Yeah, I'm a member of this church.
Now, this is the situation this morning. You have been stopped by the police from entering the church to worship. Tell us, how do you feel, sir?
It's very discouraging at this moment to see that the police is very instructed by Samuel Choir to come and implement unlawful act. This is discouraging. And the Samuel Choir is playing with the church faith. But we keep peaceful and we are going to worship also peacefully. We are discussing faith.
Did you say worship outside peacefully?
We are going to worship also peacefully. The church is not the only worship place. But since Mr. Choir decide to tamper with the Liberian people's faith, telling us that man and man should marry, woman and woman should marry. So if you born your daughter, you can marry your daughter. Your son can marry his sister. Same sex. So long as two of them agreed, they can marry.
So this morning, were you guys able to place a call to the bishop and tell him about the situation here?
The bishop don't answer calls. We invited the bishop many times. When we wrote a resolution, Bishop, can you come to dialogue? The first time he came to the church, we had a lengthy discussion. Afterward, he promised to come back. Since then, he refused because he know that he got the police on his side. So he is using the police now to tamper with the Liberian people's faith, especially Christian faith. But we have placed a call. He also promised that he was going to come here and not return.
So, sir, I want to ask you, how many prominent people are in this church?
This church is a big church. It's a very big church. We got a whole lot of prominent people.
Yeah, just to name few, I just want to know.
We got lawyers, we got councillors, we got judges, and even our council chair is a judge. The one that should be heading the church is a judge. We even have the justice minister. That's his church. This place is the Justice Minister Church.
Justice Minister.
The Justice Minister Church.
Which one of the Justice Minister?
Republic of Liberia Justice Minister. Oswald Tuwe.
Oxford Tuwe.
Yeah. That's the church. And if I can retrospect, I think the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, he came certain time and said since he was transferring from Nimba, he wants to affiliate with us, so he most often visits this church.
So the Vice President is an affiliate member?
He's a Methodist. The Vice President is a Methodist.
So now how do you think the situation can be solved?
According to the police, just now, he said the church is closed indefinitely. According to where they're taking the instruction from, it's closed indefinitely. So since they said the church is closed indefinitely, we will worship in front of the church every time they call for.
What's your name again, sir?
I'm Alpheus Davis.
Do you hold a position in this way?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So you listen to him, and that's it, folks. We are still here, and you can see people are out here this morning, and the police have stopped them from entering the church to worship. And so let's try to go to another person, and let's see. So,
why he's sending police to the church? Most of the people in this country don't know that the unfolding situation. He is hiding it under his sleeve. He needs to tell the Liberian people why he is locking the church, because he wants us to approve gay rights. He wants us to do things where two consenting adults will be able to have intercourse. If you, my brother, once I tell you, say, my brother, I want to tell you agree, I have the right to sleep with you. That's what he wants us to do. Any pastor in the Methodist church will be free to sleep with any member. That's the regulation they put in the new constitution, and we are saying no to that. We don't want it. So Bishop needs to tell the Liberian people the actual truth why he is sending police here. Let him tell the people. Thank you.
So
Anybody in the church, that's a big disgrace. That's a big disgrace for a man of God, for the bishop, for the book of discipline to be giving them the right for a pastor to sleep with anybody in the church. It's a big disgrace. No, I'm here. Let me put it in my mouth. I'm saying it because I'm angry. So bishop will give you pressure. Notification will kill you. You're not there. You take time because we'll make Facebook hot for you. Every night then you'll receive a notification. We're not resting. Today we'll have service officer here. We're not going against the law. We'll be lawyer party. But one thing I want the officers that they assigned here, let them be professional in their duty. Let them speak. Talk to somebody, move from this place, professional, and that person move. But you should not be pushing them. Because we are not here to, since they've been here, there has never been any disgruntled behavior carried out here. So let them behave professional as they see us behaving. And Bishop, we here, we'll give you pressure, me and my own. Every day we'll get you that notification that will make you worry, you will not sleep. We here, 24/7, you will not rest.
So what if pressure kill a bishop?
Bishop is even giving us pressure.
Why if pressure kill him?
With pressure, I want to help.
Why if pressure
So
kill
nobody
him?
will be killing. Pressure is part of illness. People die from pressure. So if you don't want it to kill you, Forget about our thing. Let us to have service. We want to worship God. We want to worship God.
Bishop need to be fucked in the butt. I would say, yeah.
No, but no, I will do it.
I would say it to them.
No, leave it.
Sir, hello.
Yeah. I just talked with you because you here representing the security apparatus present there. So I decided to tell you to appeal on behalf of my people, at least to have our service at the front of the church. You provide us chairs so as to normally do the thing and then go about our business. We want people to go out and lock our hair, to say a church member I go and lock our hair and the rest of it. That's why I'm speaking to you as a hair right now.
Nobody will go and knock on their lips.
No.
So that I know you be in the church. I will not accept. I will not do what without fulfillment. Like the way you speak.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. You see, the church is a place where we leave from our very homes and come around at least to get ourselves sober-minded and go home with our children. If we see the place being disturbed like this, it got me to go about. It got me about to the extent that the public, even the security, they are to protect us as citizens and protect the property. But while I'm speaking to the hair, to make sure I need to help her with some chairs to come on worship here normally.
So, sir, the property in question belongs to the United Methodist Church.
Sure.
And now that you guys are resisting the decision that was taken by the bishop in the States, and then you guys have decided to break away from the United Methodist Church, don't you see a prudent as you are breaking away, just break away and leave the United Methodist Church structure or their property alone?
This is not a property for that man. They have organizations that are coming all the way. They sincere marriage about going against. The sincere marriage about going against. We want it here at the church. We don't want it in Methodist Church.
So what's your name, sir?
I'm Augustus K. Tapa.
Do you hold a position in this church?
Position? We're not talking about position. I'm a member.
Okay, you're a member.
Yeah.
When I say position, meaning deacon, you know.
I'm just a member.
Thank you. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Shega Kumen, member of the Extra Namo United Methodist Church.
Okay. But you are out here this morning. The police have stopped you from entering the church for worship.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. I came to church to worship and God, and unfortunate, I've been stopped by the police. But however, when I found out from the commander told me that he was taking instruction from the IG. But however, I would like to give this warning to this government. This is how a nationwide protest can start, because it has to do with gay rights. And you know this country is a Christian country.
Sir, don't you think it was someone who instructed the IG to do that?
Yeah, even the bishop, if the bishop happened to instruct the IG to do that, I expected the IG to come in to have a meeting with the congregation. You know that this process, it has to do with gay rights. You see, people coming to church, I expected the IG to intervene, but for the IG to
hear former representative Akaris Gray calling you a political parasite, calling Thomas Fala a political parasite, that you guys have no weight, and if you want to leave, you can leave, and they celebrate you leaving CDC. I think you are following the show. What say you?
The first thing, thank you, Stanton, and thanks to everybody. Thanks to the people of Liberia. Most especially the people that are representing in Montserrat County. I want to say thanks to God for giving me the opportunity. My trip traveling around the world have been successful in the interest of our country and our county. First of all, I appreciate the statement he made, but I just want to ask one question. Whether to my friend and brother, Akaris Gray, whether I'm part of CDC or not.
Akaris, you want to answer
that question?
Okay, let me answer the question. I spoke in the context
or Stanton asks a question that you are forming a party and you asking to confirm, that you are forming a political party and no member of CDC. So predicated upon that, it shows that you are now a member of CDC. If you can confirm what Stanton said, whether he lying or whether he's saying the truth. If you answer that question, I will respond to you.
So let me say this to Akaras. Today is the 5th time you took up a decision. Remember the first time you said, remove Sir Joseph from the chat room, remove Sir Joseph from the CDC, he's a spy for United Party. You said the statement. And immediately, they put me off the chat rooms.
Oh, wow.
The next time again, after 2 months, other people asked me, oh, we want you to come back, and what have you? They put me back in the chat room. I did not say anything. Another time again, you, Akaras Grace, said, if Sir Joseph...
I will say it to them.
Sir, hello.
The church faith. But we came peaceful and we are going to worship outside peacefully. We are discussing faith.
Did you say worship outside peacefully?
We are going to worship outside peacefully. The church is not the only worship place. But since Mr. Choir decide to tamper with the Liberian people faith, telling us that men and men should marry, woman and woman should marry. So if you born your daughter, you can marry your daughter. Your son can marry and his sister. Same sex. So long as two of them agreed, they can marry.
So this morning, were you guys able to place a call to the bishop and tell him about the situation here?
The bishop don't answer calls. We invited the bishop many times. When we wrote a resolution, Bishop, can you come to dialogue? The first time he came to the church, we had a lengthy discussion. Afterward, he promised to come back. Since then, he refused because he knows that he got the police on his side. So he is using the police now to tamper with the Liberian people's faith, especially Christian faith. But we have placed a call. He also promised that he was going to come here and now return.
So, sir, I want to ask you, how many prominent people are in this church?
This church is a big church. It's a very big church. We got a whole lot of prominent people.
Yeah, just to name few, I just want to know.
We got lawyers, we got councillors, we got judges, and even our council chair is a judge. The one that should be held in the church is a judge. We even have the justice minister. That's his church. This place is a justice minister church.
Justice minister.
The justice minister church.
Which one of the justice minister?
Republic of Liberia justice minister. Oxford Tuwe.
Oxford Tuwe.
Yeah. That's the church. And if I can retrospect, I think the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, he came certain time and said since he was transferring from Nimba, he wants to affiliate with us, so he most often visits this church.
So the vice president is an affiliate member?
He's a Methodist. The vice president is a Methodist.
So now how do you think the situation can be solved?
According to the police, just now, he said the church is closed indefinitely. According to where they're taking the instruction from, it's closed indefinitely. So since they said the church is closed indefinitely, we will worship in front of the church every time it calls for.
What's your name again, sir?
I'm Alpheus Davis.
Do you hold a position in this
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So
Anybody in the church, that's a big disgrace. That's a big disgrace for a man of God, for the bishop, for the book of discipline to be giving them the right for a pastor to sleep with anybody in the church. It's a big disgrace. No, I'm here. Let me put it in my mouth. I'm saying it because I'm angry. So bishop will give you pressure. Notification will kill you. You're not there. You take time because we'll make Facebook hot for you. Every night then you'll receive a notification. We're not resting. Today we'll have service outside here. We're not going against the law. We'll be lawyer party. But one thing I want the officers that they assign here, let them be professional in their duty. Let them speak. Talk to somebody, move from this place, professional, and that person move. But you should not be pushing them. Because we are not here to, since they've been here, there has never been any disgruntled behavior carried out here. So let them behave professional as they see us behaving. And Bishop, we here, we'll give you pressure, me and my own. Every day we'll give you that notification that will make you worry, you are not sleep. We here, 24/7, we're not resting.
So what if pressure kill a bishop?
Bishop is even giving us pressure.
Why if pressure kill me?
With pressure, I want to help.
Why if pressure
so
kill
nobody will be killing. Pressure is part of illness. People die from pressure. So if you don't want it to kill you, forget about our thing. Let us have service. Want to worship God. Want to worship God.
Bishop need to be fucked in the butt. I would say, yeah. No, we'll do it. I will say it to them.
No, leave it.
Sir, hello.
Yeah. I just talk with you because you here representing the security apparatus present there. So I decided to tell you to appeal on behalf of my people, at least to have our service at the front of the church. You provide us a chairs so as to normally do the thing and then go about our business. We want people to go out and lock our hair, to say a church member are going and lock our hair and the rest of it. That's why I'm speaking to you as a hair right now.
Nobody will go and lock our hair.
No.
So that I know you be in the church. I will not accept. I will not do one without complaining. Like the way you speak.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. You see, the church is a place where we.
They said, no, let's go. We make a 10. It was not possible. Since 2020. Do you expect those guys that lost election 2020? Don't you think each of them have one person in the house that have a vote? They went for election. These guys ran.
Start on. We can just have
within the chat room or within CDC, you will leave. And on that note, they removed me. Since then, I have not said a word. I want to say to you, I'm calling because you said two things. One, that George Weah made me. It's George Weah that brought me to permanent.
Today is 08112025. Today is Monday, and a pleasant welcome. I want to say with exclusive delight, a pleasant welcome on today to all of our followers into Liberia, of Africa, and the rest of our one world. Remember, we are on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, Cool, at the search handle. We're also on www.knewsonline.com, our online radio. And we are live in Liberia, 91.9 across the country. Good afternoon, a pleasant welcome. Don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority. And those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual today, I am your humble servant. I'm here today with the production team, Sarkandu, making this production a spectacular edition on today. There are a lot of goodies in store for you. So be with us, we'll serve you lunch and you'll be a part of the program. Remember, we valued your comments They are part of the building block to our modern emerging democracy. That is the reason why we encourage you to please listen to the program and follow suit so that you can make a transformative, a real analysis and one that can help build this country upon. So please listen and follow suit. Speak in the ambit of the conversation for Liberians and Liberia today. Today, August 11, 2017, Liberia, who have been a fairly typical day, but it was not a date of any significant historical event. Today, it's important to remember that Liberia history is marked by the colonization process, independence, civil war, and ongoing efforts to war, reconciliation, and development. Liberia still struggles on the process of reconciliation and development, experiencing two devastating civil war from 1989 to 1997 and 1999-2003 that caused immense suffering and instability in the country. But following the war, Liberia has been engaged in a long process of post-conflict rebuilding process with assistance from the international partners. Today, the 11th of August. In 2006, August 11, Liberia was grappling with the aftermath of a long and devastating war. The economy was in early stages of post-conflict recovery, and newly elected President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf working to rebuild a nation. A key focus was on disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of former combatants, overseen by the large United Nations peacekeeping force. Human rights abuses were still a matter of concern, particularly in the countryside, and the country was working to establish a lasting peace and stability. Liberia, in the early stages of rebuilding process after the brutal civil war, had a country that was ravaged over the years. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the first elected female head of state in Africa, has been in office since January 2006, integrating the country in its desperate need for reconstruction. The United Nations missions in Liberia, UNMIL, a large peacekeeping force, were actively working on disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of former fighters. Despite the ceasefire, human rights violations were still occurring, especially in rural areas, highlighting the ongoing challenges in establishing a peaceful and a just status society. In August 2006, the United States Congress was considering extending temporary protection status, the TPS, for Liberians in the United States, recognizing their contributions to the country's recovery and their established lives in the United States. August 11, today, 2019, Liberia celebrated independence. A key event was the recognition of Sierra Leone soldiers who served with the ECOMOG during the country's most difficult years. Also, Liberia American physician delivered a 54th commemoration program, the backdam of the Richard N. Nixon Institute in Monrovia. In the commemorative pledge, acknowledged of the contribution of Sierra Leone soldiers served with ECOMOG during the Liberian Civil War. August 11, today, 1990, during the Civil War, two rebel groups led by Prince Johnson and Charles Taylor were advancing on President Samuel Doe executive mansion. West African nations were also agreeing to send peacekeepers to intervene, marking a significant development in the conflict. Johnson's forces were positioned in the city center, while Taylor's forces were moving in from the eastern suburb. A rebel claimed his group had narrowly missed killing Doe in an ambush in the previous day following several events. 5 West African nations, Nigeria, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and Gambia, were preparing to send peacekeepers to Liberia to enforce a ceasefire and restore order. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, formed the community the Economic Committee of Monitoring Group, ECOMOG, to intervene in the conflict. ECOMOG holds intended imposing a ceasefire, establishing an interim government, protecting civilians, and ensuring the safe evacuation of foreign nationals. But despite the weak position of the former President Doe, refusal to resign and go into exile, as suggested by ECOWAS, ECOMOG forces, primarily composed of Nigerian, Ghanaian troops, began landing at the Freeport of Monrovia on 24th into 1990. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. While you listen to the program, you also have the time to play entertainment by radio, reading the Team Liberia Cool Cash giveaway. $100 to play, and you'll be winning 4,000 Liberian dollars. The port is already open. You can play now. Star 799 star 11 hash. The code to dial, and you just put in the amount of entries upon. And if you just, the more entry you put, the multiple entries you put in, place you in a position to win something for yourself. So it's important that you can start playing star 799 star 11 hash, and you may just be that lucky winner, winning 4,000 Liberian dollars. Remember, you play $500 at 5 times, you are placed in a position. If everybody plays 5 times, you are in a position to win something. You just be in that position to win something. So 5 tickets can just put you in the best position. But you can play 1,000 at 10 tickets. If you win 4,000, that's $3,000 profit. So it puts you in a better position to win something for yourself. Let me say good afternoon, good morning, good evening. You can start playing now. Star 799 star 11 hash on the program, and you will just be there to win something very, very much important or lucrative for yourself. Yeah, the monies you have spent over the weekend can just put you in the stand. And trust me, if you are putting multiple tickets, you will be in the line. And even if you don't win by the next day, those who are freaking players who can even give you $1,000 to still start playing back. That's how the system is built. So you can start playing now. Others already started playing. I'm seeing the tar turning right now. So if you play faster than that, you will just be that lucky winner, winning 4,000 Liberian dollars. Imagine 500, 4,000. You get something for yourself. So star 799 star 11 hash. You just put the amount of ticket in, or you go to star 799 hash. You go to option 11, that's 11, and put in your ticket. Place you in a position to get something for yourself. Good afternoon. Good morning. There are several news in Liberia today, and with no doubt, we will certainly bring it out to the Liberian people. This is important. This is not a child's play thing, but it's something Liberian to judge very carefully. And you know why these revelations are coming forth? Liberians, they are seeing what's going on. Imagine these kind of revelations about playing plot against the country is certainly worrisome. It is. Because a country like Liberia should find itself in a better position where they are level-headed Liberians who some of them have been given power. A lot of them have led the people with their experience, and they are no longer novices or novices. But it's on the contrary. You see from the current Senator Sir Joseph, you see the former representative and all that, accusation of CDC corruption, betrayal and assassination plot on each other in the country with its wealth and resources. It is appalling today. But you know, this is a warning up to this government. There are several individuals in the government who have vehemently denied the law. They have refused to obey the law. And you saw recently, you read also, the Office of the Ombudsman, several persons ranging from the judicial branch to the first branch of government to the second branch. And it's sad. Imagine last February, this year February, the president issued this process that all those who are not declared asset should be suspended. And some of them have said, Mr. President, I will not declare my asset. And they stay on their word. They stay in the government working. You saw what happened. Folks from the first branch of government, though I saw one of them posting up and saying, yeah, I'll declare my asset, or I declare my asset already, but I'm seeing this thing here, so I have to unveil this process. And it is just sad, because it should not be by law. I saw Representative DJ Blue, Bernard Benson, with asset declaration. He said that on February 24th, he declared asset. He posted on Facebook. And he said he has submitted the same to the LSCC in keeping with the law and the doctrine of transparency and accountability. Should they be called? Then the judicial branch, 4 of the justices, including the former Chief Justice and current Associate Justices of the bench, have refused to declare assets. So where are we going? But they are the leaders of the land. You know, when Moshe was taking the children of Israel from Egypt, there were other folks who were working along with him. Even when he went up to the mountain where he got the tablet of the 10th commandment, he left people under control. When he came back, he saw what happened. Even his own brother Aaron was a disappointment to him. And anger made him, let him break into the tablet, and he had to find his own, take it back to God, and he had to do this. Even at the point where there were people dealing with God interaction, there was still betrayal and trust broken during that time. It's wondering. You know why Sir Joseph, former Representative Musa Karas Gray, the former president, and other folks, like even Dr. Lester Tenney, who also left the CDC and made a lot of stunning revelations up on, but these revelations are grave. While we are speaking about those revelations, I want to talk about something today. The Liberians, there's a report reportedly out that we're following. You know what this jetty steel thing? There are so many Liberians that have expressed concern about this SETI brother issue with this SETI steel thing. Steel, zinc, and other issues. Nowadays, and while you are listening to the program, you can keep playing *799*11#. You will be in the right position to win something. Others are already doing that. You can also get in the line and put in the entry, and the more entry you put in make you a possible winner this afternoon. $4,000 Liberian dollars, $100 to play. *799*11#. When we used to see steel back in the days that could not been broken or bent easily, it's happening to this one. Zinc nowadays can get rotten, or like the water spill on papers, how it's torn apart. But it is sad. There is an allegation reportedly currently on the head of the current Minister of Commerce. And this is actually astonishing or amazing to hear these things. You know, we're doing iron ore business, but are we using the iron ore now to fix steel? Are we really using recycled irons to fix steel? And if it is so, are we on the international standard compatible that we can meet up with the process, the processing work of this thing, that it will match up to the manufactured construction grade steel production. You want to talk about steel raw, you know what I'm talking about. More often, as soon as you roof your house with a zinc, the next minute, it will take a day. If it rains, the zinc start leaking. If you send a carpenter up on your house to change one sheet of zinc, he will change the zinc, but then the problem you're facing was just very little. You start to face multiple problems. Of which the zinc yesterday was not like that. What is happening? What is happening? There are several issues coming up here today. And there's a report, reportedly, that they issue about, let me finish this too before I talk about the import on frozen issues. You know, Liberia is worrisome to see that Liberians, the issue of accountability and transparency are not being followed. Liberians are using these materials for the country. These steel rods, these zincs to build houses. But then, some of those just collapse. No system of construction. You put steel rod to your window, iron bars, it can be bent easily and somebody can pass through and go out. Now, there's a report. The Minister of Commerce and the Minister of Commerce have been accused of calling on this report. Talking about the standard steel raw, the manufacturing standard steel and zinc and other building materials, even nail. Now, another day before you pour steel nail in the wall, it will go there. And imagine the houses being built back in the days. Some would say they were not even measuring the cement, but they were measurement. But when you see the houses, very much concrete. So when you try to put a steel through it, like you going through a rock. But even with the blocks they put these days, was what I was saying. The plastic they do, you put steel nail, you can still break. Steel nail breaking now. Steel nail bending. It's worrisome. Now, with all of these things, there's a reported independent lab test report that came from Ghana on the SETI steel. And there's a report that reportedly it has failed to pass the safety benchmark. And this happened back then with the former minister, Amin Moda. During the days of Amin Moda, similar thing happened. But then what happened is the question. The refining process, the smelting process, the extraction preparation process of iron ores in our country has been an issue while we are involved into steel making. Now the report is, when the minister took over, she went to SETI accordingly, or report allegedly, and collected some money. And she went along with the committee chair, the Senate Committee Chair, Prince Moyi, on Ways, Means and Finance, and some other folks, reportedly. And the report that came up, SETI Brother and other companies in the country who produces zinc, steel raw involving the iron transformation process were implicated in the process. But then they covered up this report. Allegedly. And this is worrisome to our country. Especially when we're hearing now that past government, they sat on the table to discuss concession agreement, not just in the room, but then they went to parliament. And you saw one parliament passing this concession to the next parliament, the next house and the house saying no, we can't do this, and we're hearing now that it has several missteps and duplication process made it not to pass. How then did the first group of people pass this whole thing? So the folks that we termed as elders, I allow the Senate, will pass a document reportedly, and I'm not just saying it is, right? Sometimes these are issues that happened. But based upon the revelation that comes forth, that this has happened. So one will ask, how did the House of Elders will pass a document knowing that it's not in the interest of Liberia? But the way in which things are going, one is set to believe that it can happen. Now the other house said the reason why we passed it because we saw some missteps, so duplication of issues there, and they've been accused now because they requested for such amount of money. We're going back and forth this thing. So hearing this kind of news again is worrisome. It is worrisome. We get a report that after the findings were given, the team there trashed this whole findings because some alleged paid bribery thing that were under the cover. And the free fall of no strategic direction, no oversight, rising internal dysfunction process are issues now being alleged by the Ministry of Commerce. This thing is very serious. And we are asking the president, these allegations not yet come up and just go as it is. These allegations should be, because Liberia themselves, who are the direct beneficiary of these commodities in the country, like the zinc, like the steel raw, like the steel nail, the wire nails, they are complaining. You buy a nail, for one nail to go through a 2x2 will bend. Nail that you do before. And if we are to manufacture these things home, it should be able to meet the standard process. It should. There is a manufacturing standard steel raw and building materials that we should be benefiting from instead of just having some in the country. And there have been several issues back and forth with this process here that we get a report. Because of this, the president is expected to conduct a process. And the Minister of Commerce will not want to go in that meeting. And she wants to send somebody, the whole hearing, reportedly. She wants to send one former UNDP economist to represent her, owing to the fact that there will be scrutiny into the process, so somebody will know. They say now they may understand economic policy, so the minister want to dodge the meeting, and then she'll be there. So watching when the president set up, there are calls now that the president is going to watch for this process here, and now we should be able to know what's going on. This is serious. Like I said to you, before this minister, the former minister, Amin Moda, before you leave office, they conducted a test on zinc and jetty trading, a steel rod from Seti Brothers. Remember, Liberia lacked that. They lacked to conduct those issues upon, so it yet became a showmanship issue. Yeah, we come to conduct this, but in totality, we could not yet derive anything, but we just made it that it was a serious thing. They will clarify them. Now we're now hearing from this independent lab testing process from Ghana that the zinc, the steel that have been produced here in Liberia are far below standard. And the findings that was made, the minister buried the findings. And we hope that this high-level meeting should use a result for this country. This is actually worrisome for Liberia. While we are hearing past leaders whining, wrangling, and dangling over whatever they want to do, or they have done against the Liberian people, it's also a warning to this government that you don't just put a position and get leading and say, yeah, that's how we want a serious audit process be done across all government institutions. All. And this president has said he will prioritize competence, integrity, public trust. And hearing this, if the president don't look in this kind of scandal, when they escalate, it'll be very bad for Liberia, because we will build 2-3-story building and those story buildings will collapse on a serious note. Because those materials, we'll be thinking that the steel rock can hold the building, whereas it can't. In terms of some eventuality, we see the building crumbling. Our readings report some part of China that there was a whole community built, more than 5, 6, 11, 10, 15 stories building, but because the former money were built in and the company went bankrupt, they wanted something else. When the other company was taking working to inspect, they said there was a whole lot of substandard materials, and they found out a lot of issues. They have to bring down all of those structures. Imagine the whole community. We may not be at that level, but we may just be at a point where one man or woman wants to build some 5, 6, 7-story building, thinking that one of the best architects in our country. People go to inhabit those building, one night or one morning, it crumbles, it collapses because of the substandard materials, the steel, the zinc, the irons being used cannot just uphold the structure at such a length. So it's important, it's good that we're hearing that the president is about to hold a high-level meeting with the minister. Then this meeting happen. And let the president be so proactive, not just listen to stories, but to know the facts that these things up on are not what he talk about. Imagine, let me talk about the process of this process here. We got the iron ore, or the hematite, or the manatite. It's been mined to Liberia. It's been crushed. It's been refined, and they remove the impurity on it. Now the iron will be combined with coke and the limestone. Then it's being blasted into the furnace that will create the molten iron, what we call the pig iron. If these are the processes, does it meet international standards? The last time we were here, we heard that some other folks were working on the steel factory here, and melted iron spill on them. They took some of them to this country, and that's just the story. Whether they survive, we never heard such a story yet. We're still listening and watching to see their condition. Their families are still here waiting upon. We heard another young man went to oxygen tank. He got blasted by it. Now the process, the molten iron is being processed into basic oxygen, the furnace, the BOF. We're talking about Liberia iron ore now. Or is electric arc furnace, the EAF, to remove the impurity and then control the carbon content, now producing steel. Does this process match up to international standards? We get a report that they add the chromium or the nickel, to produce different type of steel. But the molten steel that is then cast into the ballet rods or sheet for commercial use in this country. Are these materials standardized up to international standards? That if we are saying, hey, importation of these materials should not come to the country, we can produce it here of quality, because we may just cause serious problem for Liberia. We know that iron ore, the pig iron, the steel, they are the process into the backbone of global construction. But only when quality control is strictly being adhered to meet up to international standard here. We hope this is not a joking thing, and we're happy that the president will be involved in this matter, and let the president not hold back to any other thing, but to make sure. We're also hearing that a document related to frozen foods in this country, that they point a finger again to the Minister of Commerce, Minister Magdalene E. Dagosa, that the whole process here, the minister allegedly collected some money. We're hearing around 300 to 500 to 1,000 in bribery per the import permit declaration, the RPD, for frozen food import in this country. And it is not just now, they started way at that time. And the man who one person referred to as Popo is a former aide to the ex-minister. He's the one in the process to make sure all the things are collected, the documents are collected, he collected the cash, and before the minister can approve the RPD process, fingers are pointing at all. And it is disappointing to know that while we are still following allegations of past government, we'll be hearing the kind of news under this government, who have only gone 2 years. Because allegation of $1 million, $150 million, $10 million, $5 million, that just went into individual pockets, and the actual realization why they were taking the money were not actualized for the greater good of the populace is worrisome. To see these things happen again on another government, it is actually an issue here. And every time these reports, these allegations come before leaders, they put the country in a saddened state. Though we are mourning the Minister of State who has served several years in the government, passed off, we're mourning. But hearing the kind of news is more than a death news to this country. That money that were able to improve the lives of the citizens were mawkish, were placed in individual hands and access here to the country. Crooks, thieves. It is worrisome. So, Mr. President, this is actually to you. When this information comes up, it goes straight at your feet. Because it shows that you should not relax. We are told that you are into Nimba County. That's great. But there are several issues occurring behind you here. It should not be the Liberia case where they say Liberia kids are women 1 week after 1 week ago. No, these things should be looked into. We're looking at the JFK Medical Center where they violated the procurement law. And the PPCC ordered termination of the BK Pharmacy deal. So the people who don't have interest in the country, they are still around. They are still working with President Buhari. They are still working with President Buhari. While we see another Methodist church on the other side with same-sex policy issue that bring a dark cloud over religion in this country, it's worrisome. We see Liberia into the illicit drug crisis, where you see a broken trust, community leaders are not sincere to the people. They see people that will protest, I see people dealing drugs, or they see people that will protest, I see people feeding on drugs. They see people going to protest, their children are taking drugs, but they go and say no to drugs. The state also there who is saying now, we apologize, we regret this, we should have done more, but we're not doing it. You people shouldn't have come on the street today, but because we're not going to also do. Serious distrust in the entire process. Broken promises to the people of this country. And lack of trust, deception. The citizens feel they're eating the government eyeball. Governments are eating the citizen eyeball. Community members are eating their poor eyeball because we get drug dealers benefiting for him. I want benefiting, so I don't care. Parents say my children are taking drugs, whereas your neighbor children taking drugs, whereas your family children taking drugs. See what deception in this country in a very larger cycle. You go on the other side, they don't say me, and the United Methodist Church people, they seem self-marriage, but they're not church, the pastor there, he had me affair all the people in the church, all the choir stops. He had even gone to the extent that he had put in the best several children in the church, that they feel that he taking care of them, they have AIDS. Choir stop. Choir directors. Ushers are loving the ushers. folks of department heads in the church are there in immoral activities. Pastors, evangelists, men of who call men of God, more than having issues, selling all sorts in the church. Imagine that. This is a serious matter. A broken trust between Liberians. They are leaders from up to down. I'm going to take a break here. And this is so important because it breaks down the society. Let me say, keep playing star 799 star 11 hash. With the entertainment cool cash giveaway on the radio here. $100 to play star 799 star 11 hash. You play $100, you get a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars a year today. It's good to give back to the society. I'll take a break. When I come back, go to the lines and talk to you today. This is so serious. This is so demeaning. It is so frustrating to see that those who have come in front of the people, we will save you. We will alleviate poverty. We will help to reduce the input of drugs. We will help to minimize this. We will reduce prices. They are the very people bringing down those very issues on the citizens. It is frustrating. And let the president of this country turn his attention to the Commerce Ministry. Mr. Takosa, these allegations should not go just like that. Because your name, it is good that FBI investigate the process and order be carried out to know whether that's true or it's not true. So that if it is true, you'll be held liable for your action. If it's not true, you'll be clear off and you move on with your life. It's important in this country. Let me take a break here and bring you the message from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection and the World Bank.
My people, I know you already hear the good news, and so
what kind of good news, Baliba?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for themselves. Whoa! The main idea there is to make sure that women and girls always have money on them, so they can be able to help themselves, so they can be able to help their men or their husband, their family, and their community.
Yes, it makes sense because you can only give when you have.
That's true, but the project you're talking about, what kind of county there in?
The project in 6 counties: Pomi, Riverside, Grand Jide, Monserrado, Bapodu, and Grand Cape Mount counties.
Okay.
And it going on in 498 different communities in those counties.
Yeah. So how they better doing the project now?
The project, yeah, in 5 different ways. Number 1 is changing mindset or norms.
Tell us about that one.
Good. For example, men beating a woman not supposed to go to school. Then so women can say, if he not be me, he not love me. That kind of thing. That is they want us to change.
Yeah. Because no man supposed to beat their woman.
Yeah.
Then men should make sure women go to school. And no woman must say, if he not be me, he not like me.
Yeah.
No woman must think like that. Say, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
Then what about the second part?
The second part of the project is about the health recording.
But what did the data people they not do?
How they should help women and girls who may do wrong thing to.
You mean the way the data people will take care of us when men take advantage over us in it?
Yes! On top of that, they even going to help schools to open health clubs so girls can be able to talk the things that matter to them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How about part 3 now?
Part 3 is where the project will give some money to help different women and girls groups like village saving groups, family groups, livelihood groups, people who get their late table marketing, and people who not fit to take, who cannot set. The quick people call them marginalized group. And you know, like people who can walk group and things like that. All of them, they will benefit too.
Me, I will look around in my community.
Yeah, I myself will find them and be a part of them too.
Yeah, you mean? Because women will not leave men behind. Here we go.
Because you know what? The project will reach 30% men and 70% women.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
You mean I will tell plenty other women and girls so they can join one a project?
That's the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, where women are helped so they can always have money in their banks.
Then, Baleba, what the other part of the project will do?
This other part of the project is where the project will give helping hand to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection.
How?
In ways that the ministry will have records on gender-based violence cases. Then they will also have record on the different treatment or services for women and girls who some men will do bad things to.
Okay.
Then it will also help the Ministry of Agriculture to know how many women making farm, how many men making farm, where they making their farm.
Wow.
What kind of farm they making, where low land farm air, where up land farm air, all that one there.
Yeah.
Yo, what they planting, what county they having the farm in.
Fine idea.
Check all that one. Yo. To make sure that all the things are happy, the government put plenty different groups together. Like Keep Liberia, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, Action Aid, Forest Community Initiative, FCR, Defense for Children International, DCR, Plan International.
So, they can work with the people in the community then.
Yes! And you know something? The way they plenty groups together, one group they have to be in front of all the other groups so the project can go on.
So, like, what kind of group they have?
Plan International.
Plan International. They in front of the other group then, but the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project. And so?
Yes!
So, your will, how about part 5 of the project now?
Part 5 of the project is where the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has a project management unit that the people then who will be watching the project could know.
Yeah.
They will monitor the project, they will keep track of the project, and they will evaluate the project so the project can go on the correct way.
Whoa! Who take the 6,000 women to benefit from 80 million? Ha! Dana small thing.
And Dana also, Balekba says the Liberia Women Empowerment Project will reach 267,200 people in 5 years.
Yes! And the project is in 6 counties: Pony, Mosorado, Babolu, Riverside, Quenchida, and Grandma County.
Working in 498 communities.
Yes. Now, the way the project going on, you can call 44TDTD to tell the people how you feel about the project. Whether it's going on the correct way, whether it's not going on the correct way, call 44TDTD so the people can know how you feel about the project.
My people, find the Liberia Women Empowerment Project right in your community and join them.
This message is from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection with support from the World Bank.
Today, following the process here, and it's important here. And right now, as we are following the Liberia National Police, they addresses the public on the alleged Facebook, that is EcoBank armed robbery incident. They have now charged the UL lecturer, Fumba Emre Johnson, with armed robbery and a criminal attempt to commit murder upon. And from where I'm seated now, about more than 30 minutes, he's being carried out. I'm seeing him being carried. Scores of journalists are there trying to capture the activities they're on. So it's important that we inform you about this happening here upon. And I don't know why he's bowing his head. He don't want his face to be captured by the media, by those online folks, by journalists there at the grounds of the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. I've seen him just walking out of the police headquarters upon a few minutes ago with lawyers and the spokesperson of the Liberia National Police upon Madam Clark walk up on there. So this is where we are, Liberia, and these are issues that overlook. And you know, I heard several issues. People say, oh, you know, they meant to do nothing, they meant this. We said that within the police investigation. And most of the questions were answered during the police investigation. And thanks to the Liberia National Police for doing their work. You know, armed robbery is a serious issue and should be accompanied by serious investigation, because several things may just be confusing. There are footages coming up now from the CCTV camera, and all the scenes have been seen, and he has a weapon with him, all of those issues, and there was a serious tussle. He wanted to ban the mouth of the teller there and so forth. So we're following up. Police will inform the public about those footages that have come up from the CCTV, and police will make those CCTV footages public to enter the investigation whatever way accepted in the process there, and whether or not this is, but he's been charged already, he's been taken up, and there are several issues, like one of which I'm looking at right now, and he walked into the teller office, he had a gun in his hand, a pistol, and he wanted to put a tape to the mouth of the teller. He went and closed the door, came back until she made the alarm. Even there was some tussle there for being upon. But we'll wait to see the findings of such a process, but it's good to inform Liberians that there are several issues up already about this. So there's a reason, and my point of raising the issue is already up, but I'm saying when these things happen, because a man locked the door, came to fight the woman, when she raised the alarm now, then things go on another level. But you will hear that, oh, and the man, woman, and I want to say to Liberians, please, when these things happened, it will be good that we wait on police investigation. Let us wait on the findings. Because the young man really fight it. He fought the woman, fought her to close her mouth, she will not speak. Let's go to the topic here. You've been following these issues of allegations of past current government officials, and what we are hearing now from the Ministry of Commerce. It's important to Liberians. We want to say these things should not go unnoticed. Let the president and his team get involved so that Liberians get to know. Let it be gone are the days where Liberian will just hear or see something happen and nothing will be done. Nothing will be done about that, because it is worrisome. Right now, you hear allegations, allegations, allegations. And when nothing is done, at the end of the day, we'll go and sit down again. It hurts the greater good of the country. Because those people that were to come to the country to help the populace, to come and help the Liberian people, they will not have the mind to come back. Like I said earlier on today, it will attract good investors, sincere investors. It will want to bring toward bad investors. They want to say, yeah, I want to go to, I can penetrate, I can make it. I'll just send 702 million aside, I just spill it among them. Then when they give me change, when I succeed, I just money, I diamond, they go, I walk away. The day I take my foot to the diamond or go, when I put it in the shape or the plane, when I leave, I'm with my all my material, I carry go then. You see? Yeah, at the end of the day, Liberians are the one. And these are evident, because every time Liberians see mining company, concession go to them, or logging company, they just do what they want to do. They deplete the forest, they carry the logs. One day they get lost. They take the trenches, they get lost. *799*11# are the code there on really the team in Liberia, and cool cash giveaway. Yeah, today $100 to play. Just put in your ticket, and the more ticket you put in, the better your chance to win 100 that is $4,000 Liberian dollars, $100 to play. Yeah, on the program. While you following the program, be getting something in your phone that will enhance your viewership upon you. You can go on live, you can buy your data, you buy a minute, you also do something there for yourself. Mr. Thanks all of you watching. Thanks so much for joining us on today. Grand Cape Mountain County, Bombay County, Nima County. Thank you for always being there. Let's go to the lines and talk to you now. You see, some of you are even explaining this thing. Substandard zinc, substandard steel rod, nail, all the materials now being produced in the country. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Yeah, you call Mama Gandhi knee, your own knee, call it one. Good afternoon. Don't hold the lines, please. If you're not prepared to be on a show, just get off and do something else and leave with those who are prepared for their contribution in the program today. But you can keep playing star 799 star 11 hatch. You put in your entry there for you, give you a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars, $100 to play. And the number to get on 0775-919-919. No, I can't continue with you on a serious note. No, I can't continue with that. Good afternoon. No, I don't want to cut you off because you only call your name Kotiman and you say for Mohammed Gandhi. You can call Mohammed Gandhi and only your name Kotiman. Your name? Go ahead. No, let's discuss it in one at a time, please. 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the numbers to be a part of the conversation. Good afternoon. Keep playing star 799 star 11 hatch. Cool cash. Really the team and giveaway. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Van.
You're welcome, Mr. Christian Nelson.
Thank you very much. Look, Mr. Van, there are three institutions in this country that really carry on slowly. You have the labor ministry, you have government, then you have the legislature. These are the people that carry us in this country. And just imagine, I would just lay roofing on our house this few times, and it begin to start leaking. Yeah, even if they still there that will even go through the wall. If no longer can go, it will break. So I mean, very bad. The subskeletons are in the country. You just want to go in the dump site and pick up old zinc, and they go again and repackage to big zinc. And that's not there for our country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Christian Nelson, there for your contribution. And this is serious. And a lot of Liberians are being affected by this process. You build a house today. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ambassador.
You're welcome.
This is Derek in Nigeria from the Kingsway community. Thank you so much for this topic. Hello.
You live, go ahead.
Okay, I'm one of those that fed the issue before. That was back as 2016 because I own a construction fee. So I saw all of these things, and it's called the way that I said, look, our government need to monitor these people, quote unquote, that producing no building materials here. You won't believe it. You buy the thing today, after a week, you say get it rusted. So I don't know. And then in other countries here, before you put this thing on the market, people will go and take those things to see the quality. But in Barcelona, you won't believe it. Even the drugs that we are taking here, 60% of the drugs are substandard. So I don't know why the government is killing or own people than this. There's no good building material. In fact, the senator is worse. But tell you more water testing, you're gone.
Yeah.
So you really need to get their feet on the fire to see quality things are produced here. If you are doing the ambassador, they need comment minister. Since she was appointed, she not doing anything, ambassador. Our own produce are expensive than even the one coming from you or China. Just imagine, go to the market now, ask for country rice, it's so expensive. Real oil, you producing it right here. Why you sell it expensive and then you expect the Lebanese family to bring a things and sell it cheaper to you?
Oh, okay. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Night show coming to protection one night show by the rest of protection one night show. Talking about the past government, talking about no money, their story is they not take money, no problem. Okay, now I'll break down the bottom of the take money. Only the oral gas and seeing now so that they will be able to working now with them. Get now so go beyond the bottom by this level. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. But talking about the ballot bars, are we to enter the show now? What can be done about this? Good afternoon. You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you for the topics on our discussion. Attention has been drawn to two topics on our discussion. One is the production of those steel or building materials in our country that have high inflation rate. And now the issue of the central bank, SACA. Is it central bank or EcoBank?
EcoBank.
Yeah, the guy was caught attempting to arm rob. Into the building material issue, years back, I do remember years back we were buying steel rod at a very low cost between 6 to 7 hours, and the quality of it was okay to the extent that all of us, even the builders, would admire. But now we have a steel giant in our country using steel. The quality has dropped. The length of the steel dropped. The quality of the zinc dropped. I mean, you need the rest, but it's very, very expensive. So I would recommend that you help us invite one of the minister, the assistant director from the government ministry. Let us explain to the public why is it that he's producing.
Okay. Good afternoon. Go ahead. But today, by the time you walk, I think my brother, by the time you walk out of the store, it's all up to you. Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Catherine Foreman, calling from the State Routing Highway. They see about this thing, they say, you're very need to talk so something can be done for us. Because you get small money, you pay a forward, you put it in there. But after 1 year, they're digging. But for 12 months, we don't even see the kind of thing there. They're frustrated by it. You to put it in after 3 months, they just start to eat a thing. They just fall. Once you run the sofa, you find them in the store. They just run in the pipe when you try to say, but the high is okay. You will just kick you on and say the high is okay. So, something very not to be done concerning the building material.
Okay, yeah. So we hope that the president can look in this matter, saying he has already set up a team headed by the Vice President of Liberia, Jeremiah Kpankun, to look into several issues, building materials and other matters. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking as my daughter memorial in the Methodist Church, they think very simple. I don't know why they're abusing. Everyone abusing and people that never have respect for their parents and don't have respect for
But so the people who say the church people, they interview the church people, so now I wonder, I say, how come?
They even respect their wives before their children. Because if you respect your parents and you dress the church and you go to church, you will not be able to that there are people that refuse to be United Methodists. You don't want to be part of United Methodist. Leave United Methodist property. Leave the property, but they don't want to leave the property. They want to probably every day. See your pastor yesterday. I said, I'm sorry about this thing. You want to not come with them. They want to stay in our church, not because I want to. But they know it's too much. They have picture to talk about it.
Okay.
People went to see them clean up Johnson, tell them about they want to go back to to worship. See what they did, and they didn't have property, they didn't want to find a property.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, today. And this is important. I hope that the team set up by the president, headed by the vice president, can really look in the matter holistically and sincerely. On a serious note. We can't continue if we are stopping foreign companies, foreign imports of materials, and we can locally manufacture those things. Let it match up to international standard. Because if you say you want to do this and you aren't doing it the right way, you also bring in another problem to the people. You bring a problem to the people of this country. On a serious note. Okay, let me take this call. Star 799 star 11 hash. Let me talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Ali Keita. You see, what the brother was telling you from Africa when he said it's been one more. You see, that is where we're Ghana. But in the body, then they spoke and say the government in a party. So what you expect to do? They will give us who really first class quality. Because all countries, they are advancing that way. Look at it, how it takes to get money in La Florida. They go back, they can't even make it when you start getting working. So what the color they say for Africa, they spend one week here, it's true.
Okay. Thank you. So it's true that this is happening here, and we need to look in the matter. We need to investigate and look in the matter. If those companies, those factories are saying, yeah, they want to produce here, let them. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
I'm not sure that Malawi was a woman from day one. I'm not sure that woman. That woman is very aggressive.
Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm one of the Christian of God. Very good Christian, but I believe my church. Then my heart I did. And I just one year here. The thing that was me. What I'm going to want to do now is so I'm thinking of the shock. I was very sincere with it. But then my church is fake. So I don't take you in the speaker. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome also too. So it's also good that the team can hear these comments on Liberian people. Why the president is also interested in making sure that affordable commodities are on the market so that Liberians can build or rebuild their lives. It is also important that these materials be durable. I don't know, there's the only company, you allow Pokaze, their factory. They can't even produce the material for your program, they keep them in the country. I don't understand. I just say you force to do it to them. But when somebody go rent in somebody's house and just didn't pay rent 1 week, 2 weeks, they didn't move. They will not even have sympathy on you. But when the government can bring people in the country that will better the lives of the people, but they renege on their responsibility and keep those people knees on the neck of the citizens. You think a company should come in Liberia and start to create such kind of materials? You think so? You don't want to do business. You don't want to do business. Because the day you forfeit in producing those quality materials, you are gone. You breach a contract. But only Liberia. You post in any war. Zinc. You just tell them and say, oh, the man one sheet of zinc. You almost change all the zinc because one company claim all the heart that problem. Because the zinc that we used yesterday is no longer the zinc we're using today. Steel raw. One make a whole steel raw and haul it to the window bar, it will move. That noise will bend. Oh, Jesus Christ. But I gotta go. Thank you for today. And we'll be here tomorrow again. So it's good. Let the president be able to look in the matter with sincerity. The vice president, please do your mission. The president gave you 45 days. Please be able to put a report before the president. And all the allegations, Commerce Minister, Mr. President, please look there. And also ask the LCC to move in our area to carry on a comprehensive process. We don't want just these report be allegation. We don't know the truth. Whether it's lie, we want to know. Because the person image is involved. Whether it's true, we want to know. Good afternoon. Sakandu have been here with me. I am the ambassador. Until tomorrow, have a pleasant good afternoon.
They said, no, let's go. We make a 10. It was not possible. Since 2020. Do you expect those